Hey Kim. Hey everybody. Okay. So I have just about got everything set up. I just gotta get a couple of things together. I need to get measuring cup, and then I'm trying to figure out which type of resin I need to do the technique that we're going to try today. I'm going to try to attempt to do the lace effect. And the thing that I'm excited about trying this is that um one, I think I'll be able to do it. I think I'm able be able to do it. Um, uh, it always looks easy until you actually do it. So I've already picked out my colors. I've picked out my glass bits for the center, and I think I'm gonna be using my thicker resin, my tabletop resin. So let me just grab that, and I'm going to be measuring out probably a total of um seven s- um maybe 8 ounces of resin. So what I'll probably do, just so that um it's easier to work with, is I will measure out 4 ounces in each of my cups. Um, so I need to grab my gloves. And I'm hoping that I will be able to also soon get my craft area better organized. I know I keep saying that, but I really need to do it because it's a mess right now. Everything is all over the place and it's really annoying me. It's just that I always seem to never have the right timing to do it. All right, so I'm going to measure out 4 ounces in each cup of my tabletop. And let's see. So all right. So this is the part A. So I'll get 2 ounces of that in each cup. And these jugs are already starting to feel light. And I really like working with this particular resin because I have pretty good luck in achieving particular um looks in them, like with the blooms and whatnot. So uh that's a little too much, actually, because it says it's got 2.5. So what I'll do is I will get about 1.5. And the thing about, though, that's hard with this resin, because it is so thick, uh and it's the part A that tends to be thicker. um it's, you gotta kind of pour things a little slower. So that's the one hard part. Um, the B is always lighter or thinner. But what I'm gonna do is because I have a little bit too much in one cup, I will take some out and put it in this second cup. All right. And what I did, so the I always had trouble um remembering which lid goes to which part. And like if you don't remember, sometimes when you put the top on, then I will have a hard time getting it off. So what I've been doing lately is I will mark um on the lid the right or the like for part A, I will put A on it so that I know, okay, this lid belongs to this jug, so that things don't get mixed up. So let me get out of this second cup the little bit that I need so that everything comes out correctly before I add the part B. But I do want a total of 8 ounces. Okay. So now we got part B. And I'm just waiting for the other cup for some of the resin to come back down. So I'm just gonna put part B in. And is it cooperating? No, of course it's not. So I'm just gonna have to get the part A again. Well, I'll just put and then once I've gotten everything measured out, um, I'll mix everything up and then we'll unmold my the project from the other day's port. And then I'll show you the colors and then we'll get to moving on doing the newest project. So and I'm making a mess. Hey Jennifer. Hey Alley Cat. Okay, so let me get things. I need to clean up a little bit before I move forward because I've got drips on stuff that I need to get rid of because it's also on this here. And all right, so 4 ounces in each cup, and we will mix, mix, mix. And this is it's a thicker resin. And I don't know if you can tell, but I put this purplish background on the last pour. And um I kind of like the way that it turned out. It's got this like ombre look, which is essentially the look that I was going for. Um so we'll see how it comes out when I unmold it. But let me get this clear resin all mixed up. So is everybody um ready for Christmas? I hope everybody is. I know it always seems like everything, and I don't know if you guys have felt this. I have anyway, that um like the beginning of the year kind of was moving at a average speed, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a second, we're school's gonna start, and then next thing I know, it's October, and then I'm like, wait a minute, now it's Thanksgiving, and now here we are at Christmas and then New Year's. It's been insanely fast. But maybe that's just me. And so um I am notoriously um late to the game with Christmas gift buying, mainly um the because I have cousins that are little. So like my first cousins, they have they have kids. So one of them has a son and a daughter, and they are, I believe, under the age of either 6 or 7. And then my other cousin, she has two sons. One she just had in September, and then her oldest, I think he is 3 or 4. So, with kids, it's always hard to remember um or keep track of what they're like into, because their tastes change all the time. So there's that. And so I never want to buy anything because I don't know if they like maybe what they liked 6 months ago, or even heck a month ago. It might be something completely and utterly new. So um but so luckily though, I managed to get the information I needed on what they liked and all of that, and not in enough time that their gifts were arrived before Christmas. And the same goes with my sister's kids. Well, anyway, her youngest, he is, I think he's 5. And so I managed to get that to him before Christmas, and then the two older ones are they're gonna get money. One of them, he actually is going to be go. He is going to go with school to Korea next year. So she said if I want to send cash, then he can, use it for spending money when he goes. So I'm like, yeah, totally, I can do that because that's always a plus. Um, so uh but the thing that is irritating me at the moment is I had I had ordered some specialty items for my kids uh a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't gotten them yet. And so, like, there's like basically what I'm upset about is that I counted on those things to be here by now, and they aren't going to be. And so, at least I don't think they will, because they'll have to be basically here by tomorrow. So I guess we'll see, but I'm not holding my breath. And uh I mean, in the meantime, they're basically only going to have, one thing from my husband and I under the tree. But of course, I'll let them know that there's more coming. It's just, it makes me upset that I paid for uh, faster shipping only for it to not be here. It's kind of like you pay the post office or UPS or whatever for overnight shipping, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, because we are super busy. Yeah, you're not going to get your stuff on time." It's like, "No, I paid you the extra money to have stuff here on time, and it's not." So, there's that. So, um yeah, I feel so behind the eight ball, and I feel horrendous that um there's not going to be a bunch of stuff under the tree, cuz and I feel like I'm a terrible mother because of it. The funny thing is that my youngest was like, "This is what I want for Christmas." And I took a look at, kind of the things that he wanted, and they're not cheap. So I did tell him that if he gets one of these things for Christmas, um, there was an understanding that he wasn't going to get much more than that. So, uh, because it wasn't like it was just, maybe under $50. We're talking like $100 or more. So, anyhow, I guess the one thing I guess that can be, hey, Crafty T. Um, so I don't know. And I know I shouldn't feel bad, but you know how it is. It's like you have these certain expectations, and then it's like, I mean, I guess the upside is that I managed to order um at least one thing for each of them, so that at least they'll have that under the tree to open. And then of course, um we have the rest of the time to spend together. So, and then I guess too, maybe it will be a matter of uh when it does come, then they'll have an in between Christmas. Thanks, Kim. I think the thing that maybe irritates me the most is that I paid for express shipping for these things. So I paid the extra money to make sure it came on time. Um, and it's kind of like, and I was thinking the exact same thing, Kim, is to wrap a picture of what was coming late. So, uh, like maybe just putting it in, each envelope, and then letting them know that this is what's coming. So, it's just that with with uh the post office slash whatever shipping. because I don't know if it's coming via UPS or the post office, but I think that's what I'll do is to let them know, hey, this is what I did order. When it gets here, I'll give it to you guys physically, but this is what's coming. So, but yeah, so like I found so like both of the kids are into anime, and my husband found these really cool like light boxes. So they're like kind of sort of like dioramas, and so they're backlit, and they show a scene in each of the different series that they have available. So um, I got them each two of them from whichever animes they like. And I got a pretty good deal. It was, I think it was buy two and you get two free. Um, I know, and that's the thing is, uh, if I don't if I don't get them, I mean, at the very latest, tomorrow, I will be telling them, you owe me a refund or you owe me something in return for not doing what you said you were going to do. Because on the website, it does say guaranteed um, by Christmas. And obviously, here we are. And I mean, y'all got 1 day and it's not here, and that's basically it. So anyhow, all right. So I've mixed up the four. Now let's go ahead. Let's unmold this guy here. Um and it's this pinky purple iridescent color shift mica powder that I used. I really liked the color, and it was really hard for me to pick because I have like over 60 colors of mica. And so it took me a while to decide which one I wanted. So, um, oh, Merry Christmas. Yeah, either way, I'm thinking about either like putting it in an envelope or maybe getting like a small uh box of some sort, like a jewelry box or something, and then printing out the pictures and then sticking them there and wrapping them up, or just putting it in an envelope to let them know what is coming. So there's that. So all right. So this is what it looked like. Right? Yeah. And that's the thing that's so frustrating is it says um on the website that I bought the light boxes from, it says guaranteed by Christmas, right? Because it still says that they have a they're having a Christmas sale. And so I went to this particular site and I'm like adding things to see like what the timeline was for this particular sale. And because contacted the company, and they're like, oh, we're sorry because, during the peak time and yada yada yada. I'm like, no, I ordered this like 2 weeks ago and I haven't gotten it yet. So uh when I added it and went through the whole steps, the express shipping was overnight. So anyhow, all right. So this is the color that I picked because I thought it went well with those colors with the that pinky orange and that like turquoisey blue color. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I would give you a an idea of how I like the product if I actually had the product. So, all right, so let's take a look and see what the other side looked like. And there we go. I love the way it came out. I think the color um for the background really makes the petals and the fireworks in the center um pop, especially with the white. So I really like the way it comes out. And then of course, if you guys remember, I added that sparkle to it to give it that pop. So I really, really love the way this came out. So, but yeah, so I was looking to get this like kind of ombre look so that I went from dark and then it got lighter. And I think it came out exactly the way I wanted it to. So I'm extremely happy with this. So more than likely um I'll have another sale, and then if anybody is interested again, you can buy, or if you want a custom, I'm also open to doing that as well. So, okay. So now I'm going to be using the same mold to see about achieving that lace effect that I want to do. So I'll show you the colors that I picked out. So what it calls for, so I took a look at a couple of videos to see if I can figure out how to do this. And uh so the person that I watched, she's really good at explaining things. And so she used alcohol inks. And so you need two transparent colors, white, and then um, a mica powder. So these are the alcohol inks that I picked. I picked purple, and then I'm gonna use the dragon fruit again, just because I like the way it came out. And then the uh mica powder that I'm using is called uh Fun Icky Pink. So it's this hot pink. And then the white I'm using is in here. Um and I think it's called Blanco white. And so we'll add that, and then the stones that I'm using, we're gonna use this like grayish color to kind of give more of a because these are gray slash clear. And so I kind of wanted to um I don't know, be a little bit more. I don't want it to necessarily have it blend into the colors that I've selected. So first things first, we'll get my cups sorted out. So I need 4 cups, and it'll be 1 ounce for the white, 1 ounce for the mica, and then the rest will be split between the two alcohol inks. So give this cup here another stir. And I probably will have to move the camera over a little bit so I have a little bit more room to work with. Um, All right. So actually what I did is so I've got two in one cup and put the rest in the second, approximately, because obviously I'm not gonna be able to get all of it out because it, you know, being that it's gonna be stuck to the sides of the cup. All right. So that's that. I'll wipe my stick off. Get this out of the way. All right. So that's here and that's here. Now I'm gonna split between these two cups. So I'll probably just do two and two or thereabouts. And it's funny, so tonight I'm excited to make dinner. I've been like going through this um I don't know if you call it a phase, but trying out lots of uh Korean recipes. So tonight will be uh Korean barbecue. I don't know if you guys like Korean barbecue, but um, I'm gonna be making uh, some tonight for my family. So I'm excited to have some of that because I love experimenting. I love trying out new recipes. It's always a lot of fun. Um, and then of course it's also uh nice to make them happy as well. So okay, so let me I'm gonna move the camera over a little bit. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to be making some new recipes and I'm excited to try them. Okay, so let's see, trying to see this, make sure that they're fairly even. Okay, so we're gonna do the dragon fruit first, and I'm gonna put in, I think she said um approximately, and so they should be transparent. So I'm gonna do 10 drops of the dragon fruit, and we'll mix that up. So that's what it looks like prior to mixing. We'll mix it up. Mm, I'm gonna add two more. And then also today, um, I am planning on making my one last video for the surprise scavenger hunt giveaway, because I have um and this video that video is going to more than likely be the video uh you will enter on. So keep an eye out for that later on today, and it will have all, a little bit more information, and I'll probably add um one or two more prizes, and then be ready for the game to begin, and it will be a ton of fun. I know that everybody really likes to do the scavenger hunt. I like scavenger hunts. And then as always, it's always fun to make up a story, and I love reading the stories you guys make up. It really makes me chuckle, and it makes me laugh because you guys are so amazingly um, creative when it comes to that. All right, so we're gonna do the purple now. Okay, and I'll mix that up. And I think that was 10. And obviously, it will be different because the purple is a slightly darker color. So let's see what it looks like. And so that's what the purple looks like. And I think that should be good. And now we'll do the mica, which is the pink. And it's funny, mica is kind of like glitter. Um, it gets everywhere. No matter how careful you are, it gets everywhere. All right, so that's the mica. Mhm. that's what it looks like. Mix it up. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And then now this is going to be for the white. And hopefully, since it's been a bit since I've used it. Oh, there we go. And I need to shake it. Okay, so I think I got 3 in there, and I'm gonna do 20. All right, let's see what it looks like. And it probably will need more. 'Cause I don't think it's opaque enough. Yeah, it's not opaque enough. Let's do that was another 10. And I might, depending on what it looks like, because you never want to add too much of something to resin, because then it might cause your resin not to cure properly. So, and I want it to be fairly opaque, and it's sort of white, but it's not enough. So what I'm gonna do actually is let me ah, it would help if I covered it. I might add some white paste instead, but let me shake this a little bit better and go from there. Okay, yeah, it's not getting opaque enough, so I'm gonna add a little bit of my white paste here. We'll do 2 drops there. And we're not using a piping bag this time. It's just gonna be straight pouring from the cup. Oh, yeah, I totally get that. It's hard. Babies are expensive. And you know, and sometimes it's a matter of, you know, spending time together is good enough. Um, but I totally understand that. And I've heard of families who are actually doing that, where they are telling other family members, you know, no presents, because it's just how things are right now. Things are a little bit more expensive, and or it's really stressful sometimes to also go Christmas shopping. And for me, it can be in like really stressful. I was having panic attacks about it. So but I totally understand where you're coming from. So all right. We're going to first put down a little bit of the dragon fruit. And put that in the middle. I'm gonna do close to maybe half. And then do the purple. Okay, so now let's see. So we'll do half of the half. And I'm just moving the resin around to the edges. And I wish that I had a heat gun. I had one. I don't know where it went. When we moved, some things just when you like I swear when you move, things grow legs and disappear. So when I moved, I somehow misplaced my heat gun. Because having the heat gun would help me move the resin around. It would heat the resin up so that the resin will become more liquidy, and it will then allow me to move the resin a lot easier to the edges. So, but alas, it is what it is, and I'll just make do. Okay, so and there's just a teeny tiny spot that needs to be fixed there. Okay, so far so good. All right, next is the mica. And what I'm going to be doing is putting the mica powder all along the edge. It's just going to be one um essentially, ring around the edge, and then on top of that will go the white. And then I will pour the rest of the transparent in the center, and then I will be putting down the stones that I picked out. So making a spout here, and if this one comes out, um I'll definitely try with different colors, and um I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I might see if I use a piping bag if it comes out better, because you guys know I'm not exactly the steadiest when it comes to my hands. So, um, it might come out better if I use a piping bag, because I see some spots where it didn't quite make it to the edge. But I do like how the colors um are looking at the moment. All right, so next is the white. And the white is going to go directly on top of that pink. We're going to try to stay in the center. And all of it is going to go down. And what I want to do, guys, is I want to attempt to make, um like, say if this works out, right? I want to be able to um make something like this, and when it's still soft and pliable and not fully cured, and take it and turn it into a bowl. And how I would do that is essentially just um, take it out of the mold and put it around a or in a plastic bowl, which obviously I would not be, I wouldn't use it again, or I wasn't use it to eat out of, but I would just buy like a cheapy plastic bowl and then put it um inside that plastic bowl, and then once it is fully cured, it will then make a really nice decorative bowl. Um, and if I'm able to do that, and I would love to see how it turns out. I'm just popping some of the bubbles that I see. And I really need to get a proper torch. Okay, now I'm going to be putting in the last of the transparent resin in the center. And hopefully it'll close up, because obviously that's the idea. Okay, that was the dragon fruit. And now the purple. And we're creeping up right up on an hour just as I'm finishing up. Perfect timing. So now all we need to do is add the stones, and then I will be all done. And so if you haven't already, be sure to um check out the posts for um the start of the scavenger hunt giveaway, and then the videos that have been labeled as such. And then, like I said earlier, I will be posting one more video, and I will be giving um, some decent amount of time to enter, because I know everybody's going to be um, busy with, New Year's and uh, Christmas and the like. So I want to be able to give everybody lots of time to enter. So I'm going to now, we're going to put this here. Okay. So far it looks cool. And you guys know resin does its thing. It will move around and do its thing. And we shall see what happens over the course of the time as it cures. So, with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. I don't have anything scheduled right now, just because, like I said, the holidays. So, uh, everybody stay safe. Have a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the new year. And I may, if I may actually unmold this guy in a couple of days because I don't know if I'll be able to stand waiting. And I will record something for you guys if I am able to, so you can see what it looks like um, when I get the chance. So, um, anyhow, we will wrap it up. And I do enjoy the colors as well, and I do hope it comes out. If it doesn't, you know what? That's okay. I like the way the colors look. Um, They're definitely summery and fun. So, again, Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a Happy New Year. And I will talk to everybody in my next video. Bye.